What's going on, my boys? Welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. We are going to be back at it again because I have been seeing a lot of comments from my last video where I was explaining to you guys how to farm with Slifer, and basically it was slightly complicated, I'm not gonna lie. It had a lot of moving pieces and I could see how some people didn't like the deck. One thing I have noticed is that a lot of people have made this comment where they have said that they've played the deck over 10 times and they did not receive anything, or they didn't get a single win. And that says to me that you might not have seen the plays. There's a specific order into playing certain cards when you're playing a deck, especially like a Slifer deck, that you need to have a certain amount of cards in hand at the end of the game. And if your deck is built a certain way, like the other deck was, it was kind of easy to lose the resources. Excuse me, if it, for lack of a better term, if you weren't paying much attention, or if you made a mistake, or the deck was basically unforgiving. So I made a new version. I just kind of worked with the deck some more. Worked with the whole thinning out the deck from 1 to 0, and I made this deck. This one is a lot better because this one has Thunder Dragon and Raw's Disciple, and with the cards in the deck you can draw through the entire deck on the first turn, or your first turn, or your first attack, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, your first opportunity to attack, you can draw out the entire deck. You can draw it out on balance, but that's not what I'm here to show today. What I want to do is show me playing this deck against some NPCs, because a lot of people basically was like, hey, you know, I don't get it. So let's just do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and duel some level 40 NPCs. The only thing that would necessarily hold us up here is if they have some sort of back row, like enemy controller or something, because this deck doesn't have anything in it for the back row. But you could just add something in it for the back row if you really felt like you wanted to do that. I mean, not to say that you couldn't, but there is room for cards like that. You just put in one release restraint wave. I just didn't. Okay, see, that's perfect. Anytime they put something on the board, that's great. So the first thing about this deck is, in order to make plays with this deck or any deck that speeds through the cards, you want to play cards in this order. Cards that have a draw cost are played last, or when you got a beneficial card to discard with it or pay the cost, which is like this. And then a card like Cursed Bamboo will search your deck, so you want to play a search card first, or you want to play a card that thins your deck out, a thin card first, and then you play cards that just draw. And there you go. So I'm gonna just show you the order. So proper order: let's summon a monster, and let's go ahead and thin the deck out. Bam, bam. The deck has been thinned. Deck thin. Now we do have a search card, and our search card is going to help us to draw. So I would normally play this card last, but because I have a Cursed Bamboo in hand, I'm going to play it first, because I'm going to discard the bamboo. And also, I don't want to draw into, you know, more cards that I could use, but it's all right to pick up a bamboo from that, because I'm going to search. Now we're going to go get the golden bamboo. So now we got 2 draw cards. We need to play the golden bamboos first and then play void last. So we're gonna go ahead and equip this sword, not to our monster. We're gonna equip it to the opponent's monster, because later on we're gonna tribute all 3 of those for Slifer. So draw 2. Now you gotta pay attention. We only have 1 Cursed Bamboo in the grave, 1 Cursed Bamboo in the field. That means we got 1 left in the deck. We can't lose that. I mean, well, we can't lose the 1 in the deck. So we just drew 2. Check the hand for the possible plays. The only play I have right now is Cursed Bamboo, because it's gonna let me draw 2 and +1. +1 means it costs me 1 to play, and then I got an additional card because I played it. That's a +1. All right. Same thing with Thunder Dragon. See this same hand? Got cards to draw, but Thunder Dragon's gonna thin. So thin first. Okay? Now we're looking at the deck. There's 4 cards left in the deck, and then there is 1 golden bamboo in there. So if we can draw a golden bamboo within the next 1 or 2 cards, we can just end this out evenly. But if we don't, we can still end it out evenly with a void. Okay. And now we're gonna get to end it with a +1. So now we just played it like that. Oh, sorry. It was 3 cards left. I'm tripping. Yoink. Alright. Alright, so now we've taken all the cards. We're down to 0. Let's go ahead and smack that hot double summon. Sexy. Go ahead and offer all 3 beasts as tribute. Middle, left, right. The boy is here. Activate the cursed bamboo. Equipped to this man. Activate my special ability by returning a cursed bamboo to the hand. It allows my other cursed bamboo to let Slifer attack directly. Now my Sky Beast strikes them life points. You see? It's easy. It's just like that. But you gotta make sure you play it in that order, because if you don't play it in that specific order, you won't end up with the +1s you need to have 4 and 5 and 6,000 attack. The highest I've ever gotten was 6,000, because it was an efficient duel. Duels where you have to use Magical Stone of Excavation, sometimes you don't hit it. But you don't need to do that every duel. It's just in there to kind of keep the consistency going. And you see, nice 7,500. And then the dual marathon or dual meter thing is going. Perfect time. Perfect time. I hope Zane comes back, because I didn't get any Cyber Dragon sleeves. Or some other method of getting it comes out or something. Let's try Dear Pegasus. Go ahead and face off against Pegasus. Pegasus. Boy. Alright, here we go again. Alright. So thin first. And this is a good hand because we got the +1 with our Thunder Dragon. We have Magical Stone of Excavation and a Cursed Bamboo. So we're straight. Plus we got this Enter the Void, and Void's going to be our 1 spell we can play to target with the Magical Stone if we don't get anything else, but I doubt it. Because that's like if we draw Raw's Disciple, and that's just like not the card we needed. We're hoping not to draw Raw's Disciple next turn, but more than likely we're going to draw it because RNG's going to hand us 1. Actually, I wonder if Pegasus using that 1,000 is going to affect us any. Alright. So, equip the Toon Skull. Alright, draw 10 cards left in deck. And see, we don't have any voids, and we got cost cards. So because this card has a cost, we're gonna just keep drawing. Alright, cool. So we actually just drew into a cursed sword. So now we're gonna stop drawing and we're gonna do a search, because excavation is gonna trigger a search for us. So we're gonna drop the curse, we're gonna drop the whatchamajig, the Thunder Dragon, and we're gonna pick up another golden bamboo, and then we're gonna pull 1 card out of the deck. And the 1 card we're gonna pull out the deck is another golden bamboo, which leaves us 8 cards, and we got a draw power for 5 cards in hand already. Great. So play, draw, play, draw, and looks like we got 2 more in the deck still. So stop, summon. Remember, searching and thinning always goes first, regardless of what you have in your hand. Stop, search and thin. Alright, play, draw, double summon, offer all 3 beasts as tribute, offer the middle, the left, the right. Slifer the Sky Dragon. Activate Cursed Bamboo. Equip to the boy. Activate Bamboo, bouncing the Cardo. And direct attacking. Good. There you go. It goes on like this, my boys. It's easy. It's easy. You gotta play them in those orders. And I'm not saying that the other deck you could have played it in that order and guaranteed yourself a W. All I'm saying is this is the proper way to play this deck. So take it as you will. All right, look. We're gonna get right back at it again. Oh, I don't have enough keys for him or him. We're gonna get right back at it again with a Shizu. A Shizu. Give me up them Gravekeeper guts. Shizu, the time has come. We're going first, so we're not gonna do anything. She can't take us on the first turn. And we got a thin, so thin deck. Thinning is winning. Thin, search, draw. Just remember that. Thin, search, draw. It's pretty easy to remember for this deck because you have those what are they called? Gravekeeper, not Gravekeeper, Raw's Disciples. Remember, equip the bamboo always to the opponent's monster, regardless of what you got. Regardless. Always opponents. That doesn't mean always opponents, like if you're playing ranked PvP. I'm just saying, like, always do it. That's what I'm saying. I think one of these Egyptian characters have Curse of Anubis, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping not. Alright, draw. Go to bamboo. Draw. Alright. Draw. Remember, cost goes last. And we just picked up. Let me see. We use 3 voids. Dang. Let's see. We use 3 voids. If we search with the Dark World Dealings, we'll discard, pick up 1, and we might be able to search the deck for the last card, which is... Actually, no. There is no last card. It's in hand. There's nothing to grab from Dark World Dealings, except for Magical Stone of Excavation and... Yeah, make sure you check a grave too. Magical Stone of Excavation and something else. I can't think of what it is though. But we can't access it because this is just at this point we're gonna end up taking a minus. So we can't do that. So middle, left, right, summon the beast. Activate the Sword of Bamboo. Equip it to the man. Activate my spell. Bounce it to the hand. Direct attacking. Good. See? Easy. But unfortunately, because we didn't have a 7,000 I mean, not 7,000. We didn't get to those last 2 cards. We won't get the cards on the brink bonus, which would have gave us an additional amount of points that we could have used to take it all the way up to the top. But we didn't. So I think you guys got the gist of it. I don't think this needs an hour-long video or a 20-minute video, you know, to explain all this. You've seen the order. Remember it. Just search, thin, draw. Draw with cost, always last. But or any type of cost play, discarding cards from hand, always last. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this deck. Hope you guys enjoy the one-shot farming. Can this deck work in ranked PvP? Yes, but you got to survive a turn. And that's the challenge. But that could be fixed with a Karibo. But it is what it is, my boys. I appreciate you guys watching it. I hope that you guys got something out of this, and I hope that this deck will get you all the Pepperidge Farms that you deserve. So until the next video, this is YTDan, and keep it dang.